Welcome to coffee time. We are going to be doing some iced coffee. I'm going to go grab some ice in a second. Let me turn on all my cameras. Should have done that at the start, Paul. Oops. We're going to do a nice iced coffee. That's different from cold brew. Let me give that definition now. Cold brew is brewing with room temperature, not lukewarm, room temperature water, not cold water. You know, tap water, just whatever comes out, temperature comes out cold. That temperature, that's cold brewing. Iced coffee is different. You brew it hot and you put it on ice. It's quicker and yeah, it's nice. Actually, kind of nice. I like a good iced latte. I do like a good iced latte in the summer. I like a good cold brew as well, but we've done cold brew. We're going to do some iced coffee. Right. What am I doing? I need to switch scenes, don't I? Hey there. Just a quick reminder. This is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week Monday, Friday and Sundays. Or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video. Hey, look at that, it's actually working. Cool. We're going to be using the AeroPress, and I'm going to be doing these beans right here. So these are a local Welsh roaster, Paul. These are Colombian beans. I can't read the woman's handwriting. She hand wrote some stuff. I can't read it. Let me see if I can find the roaster's information online. That probably is a good start. Is it that? Coffee, that? No. Is that an I? Is that an I? Well, I can't read that and I can't search for it, so that's always a good start. But these are pretty good beans, not as good as the other ones I got from the same place, which I've now finished. Those ones were really good. What were they called again? Do you want to try and read it?
Do you want my panda to read it?
What does that say?
Path at Ayr.
Yes.
Colombia.
The last bit.
H-U-I-L-D.
No, the last bit.
Oh. Roaster. It looks like it says
Coffee.
Oh, okay.
That's...
Coffee day. It's just...
Yeah, it doesn't come up with anything.
No. Coffee die!
Yeah, I thought it said die.
Hang on, if I was writing this.
Oh, da. Is it da?
Yeah.
Could be da, which is good. Da's good, so good coffee.
Good coffee.
What was the name of the...
Path at Ayr.
Coffee da...
Ah!
No, maybe.
Oh.
I can't see these.
Mortambi, Colombia, no.
No, I don't think that's the same one.
No.
No.
Unless you just got it wrong. Good enough.
Oh well. It's coffee. Right, I'm going to fill up with some ice, because we need ice to start. I'm gonna have a Lego brick ice because we're making Lego later. We are going to be doing the Millennium Falcon, the huge one. I'm going to be continuing that build. Right, let's get some ice. It's better to have like slightly smaller ice pieces rather than like one big ice block, just because it'll cool the coffee quicker as it hits it. So this method I will be doing is, I think it's referred to as Japanese iced coffee, which is basically putting, as you brew it onto the ice, so it cools instantly as it's brewed. And the point of that is it preserves the flavor, because if you let hot coffee cool, like slowly over time, the flavour goes, and you get really odd flavours in there, and it just all goes off. So you want to fill up basically almost all the way up with...
Found it.
Hey.
Potted air, Colombia, Huila.
Oh, it's not very... Yeah, that's the one.
Coffee Dre.
Dre! Can you put that back in there? Thank you. Coffee Dre. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Where are you roasted? Potted air. Colombian. But medium dark. Is it medium dark? Where are you roasted? Oh, okay, yeah. It's actually roasted probably about an hour away. That seems about right. Yeah, about an hour away. Penrhyn Deidraeth, if you want to know, was where they started. I think they've moved somewhere else. Yes, they've moved somewhere else. Good luck trying to spell that without knowing how it's spelled. Okay, we're going to measure out the usual amount. The best thing about these iced coffees is you basically put it in exactly the same way. So it's going to be about 14 grams. It's a bit much. These are a little bit oily, these beans. You can see them, they're slightly oily. So medium dark seems about right. Maybe slightly on the dark side for me. Hey, and bring it back to Star Wars. There we go, we'll stick those in. We're going to grind them in exactly the same way as usual for an AeroPress. This will be a bit loud, I do apologise. Oh, they're now down south. Oh, that's interesting. So I've been trying these beans out all week. I've done an espresso with them. I've done, what else have I done? It's just espresso, I think, yeah. Just an espresso with them at the moment. It's been all right. A little bit dark for the espresso. The taste doesn't quite lend itself to that. So, hence why we're doing an AeroPress today. I haven't done the AeroPress with these yet. Right, we're going to grab a filter. That's 2 filters. There we go. And literally, make sure obviously you've got a thermal shock resistant container because you're going to put hot things and cold things at the same time. We've learnt that in the past. Got nice coffee there, and off we go. Oh yeah, that's got really sticky. Oh, come on. There we go, I got it out, yeah. Right, we're also going to probably do something with the top of the morning, the rest of that, because that needs to be finished off. Right, coffee's in there, and away we go. I just need to boil the kettle slightly. Now, I won't do it on this one, but if you wanted to put syrups in there, then you put like a little bit of syrup in. You can do it in before, or you can do it afterwards, but I would do it in before because then it mixes with the coffee quite well. You know, caramel, vanilla, that sort of stuff. I got some caramel stuff here, maybe we'll give that a go. I haven't actually used a lot of that. I've got also the maple bourbon pecan. Very interesting stuff. That's more of a winter flavour though for me. Autumn, winter. Right, here we go. So, usual way with the AeroPress, just literally fill it up. You can give it a little bit of a bloom if you want, but there's probably no point. Remember that your glass is going to be filled up with ice. So there you go, you can see it's already coming through a little bit, it's already starting to melt a little bit. So it is going to be a little bit weaker because obviously the ice dilutes the coffee. So you could counteract that. I don't do this, but you could counteract that by making the coffee stronger, using more more ground coffee, or you could grind it slightly finer, or less water. So I could have filled this up halfway because the rest of the water's in there. I'm not going to do that because I like my iced coffees to be slightly weaker. I like that sort of flavor profile. That's my preference. Again, play about with it. Have a couple, and you'll know if you want it slightly more or less. Why are you gurgling? You shouldn't be gurgling. Let's put a 2-minute timer up, shall we? If it's gurgling, that means there's air getting in somehow. Or is that the ice? Oh, it might be the ice. It might be the ice melting. That might be it. Anyway, all right. We're going to, let me remind you what we're doing later. As I say, we're going to be building some Lego. Currently we have the letter M in Lego form, which I believe is like the back of the Millennium Falcon. And then we've got like the center thing to create here, and then it's going to be like this big. It's going to be so big. We didn't even finish bag number 1 last time. That's how much Lego there is. It's gonna be a fun build. I'm really enjoying that build. And then depending on how I feel, because I can't build Lego for too long because I start to cramp up and stuff over the desk, we might do some more Power Wash Sim. It depends. We're looking to get a thunderstorm at some point today. Hopefully soon. 60 seconds left. Everyone drink some water. Keep hydrated in the heat. It's very important. Okay, how are we doing? Come on now. The worst part of making coffee is waiting. Is the music still playing? Good. It's 15 seconds. Right, I'm gonna take it off and give it a little bit of a swirl. There we go. And then we're gonna push it down as usual. And you'll see. Ooh, if I can get some light on it. There we go. So it's being cooled lovely now. And that's come out perfectly. Look at that. So it has melted half, if not most of the ice. What you could do also is, because obviously with the AeroPress it's actually warmed up the top of the glass, you could pour that into a second container now. I'm not going to do that. Screw that. I could put more ice in, I could put less ice in. Oh god, that's still quite warm. Need to give it a mix. Maybe I need more ice. Might be because of the glass. Oh no, that's good. That's good. It's good. Good level. And then I just literally top it up with some milk. Let it do its thing. Maybe I'll stick a couple more bits of ice in that. Cool it down further. Right. Bit more ice. Ooh. we go. And we have our iced coffee. That simple. That simple. Oh yeah, nice and cool. Nice and cool. And because I like flash cooled it on top of the ice, all those flavors, they don't go off. You don't get that terrible flavor I was talking about. It's all good, all good. I might stick a couple more bits of ice in there, seeing as there's room. Can't wait to get a fridge that gives me crushed ice on demand. Can't wait. And there we go. Just put the milk back in the fridge because it's so hot, it's definitely going to go off before I make the next one. Yes. Good coffee. Good coffee. Still quite strong, even though I watered it down with the ice. Still very good. Right. Because that one's going to take a while to drink, what I might do is I might move on to the Lego, and we might come back to make another one shortly. How does that sound? Let's make another one. Right, I'm gonna go clean out the AeroPress, get some ice and boil the kettle. Might as well do a grind at the same time actually. Let's get this nice and efficiently done. I went a little bit under that, there we go. So we're just going to do the top of the morning, grind it as normal, and I'll be back in a minute. Right. The unwieldy stage is always fun. If I stick the mic there, can you hear me? Is this good? Is this a good level? Don't know. We'll see. Alright, got some more ice here. I have to break it out of this mold, which is a pain. Am I going to fill up? Come on, come on. Oh my god. They're not coming out. We're going to fill up about halfway. Let me know if this isn't, the mic isn't good enough there. You get slightly bigger pieces, so although it'll do the cooling, hopefully it'll stick around at the end and won't melt off straight away. Right, I'll do that. I've also got some more tiny ice in the hope that it will hopefully cool off quicker at the end if needed. This one I am going to do a little bit of a caramel to it. Why not? I really should put a nozzle on the end of this, but you can just swirl up the sides, get it all coated. That might be a teeny bit too much, but you don't need too much. Sweetness will take care of itself. Hello, doggo. Do you want to come in? Want to come say hi? Come on. Come on in. Come say hi. No, you're just going to stand at the door. Okay, you stand at the door. What's up, mate? You're just wondering what I'm doing? Neo! Yes, indeed. Bye then. Okay, so as before, just shove it straight in. I'm going to do all the way to the top as usual. You'll see it is already dripping out a little bit. It's already filled up halfway because it is melting the ice slightly. That guitar spoon is epic. I got a few of them. They're bass guitars. Oh, I realised I left the mic over here. I'm sorry. I got a few of these. They're bass guitars ones. One of them is that, like, what would you call it? Chromatic effect. Rainbow. You know, the rainbow effect. Quite a few of them. There it. Oh no, there it is. That one. That was my favourite. Got them off a friend. So they're my coffee spoons. Now I don't play bass guitar. I was going to learn bass guitar one time. When I was a lot younger, it was like typical thing of teenagers, and they're like, "Hey, let's start a band." So my mate had a drum set, so he was the drummer. My other mate had a guitar and was quite good at it, so he was the guitar. And I was like, "Hey, I guess I'll buy a bass and I'll be the bassist." And my uncle, he's been in a band, well, up until recently, because obviously he's retired, he's getting older. But he was a bassist in a few bands, local bands, like, you know, nothing big, for decades and decades. So I was like, yeah, I'll get a bass guitar and I'll do that. Never got the bass guitar. Too expensive. Never learnt it. I have two guitars myself and a ukulele and actually a mandolin as well in the other room. Still haven't learned how to play those. I can play a couple of things. Have to sleep now. Good night, everyone. Night, potato. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, so okay. Here's one of the things I want to do for the stream upgrade, which I haven't mentioned that yet, and it might be a channel redeem to do a 5-minute session of learning an instrument. Like, hey, learn a chord on the ukulele, or you learn a note on the guitar. Because I can read music. I used to be able to play brass instruments. So that's something I actually kind of want to get back into. We have a keyboard piano thing in the other room as well, so it could be do that, learn something on that. And it would be a quick redeem. Hey, this is how you do that chord, and then hopefully slowly over time I'll actually be able to learn, because this is the thing. The best thing about these streams is it forces me to do something I've been saying I want to do. I want to complete this game, play it on stream, and I complete it. That sort of thing. So that might be coming. Depends on the logistics of it and stuff. So we shall see. But yes, if you want I'll see if I can find out where they got these spoons from. And I'll see if I can recommend them for you. Right, we've got this done. Let's give it a swirl. Good old swirl. And we'll just push down. I put in less ice and it still came up the same amount. That doesn't make any sense. It actually looks a little bit weaker too. Maybe I suppose they were bigger pieces of ice, so we shall let them off. You've got tiny little cube ice trays. So it makes these tiny little cubes, which are really, really cool. Yeah. I like those. They will instantly melt. Good for making like a slushy sort of thing. Right, let's give this a stir because there was caramel in the bottom. And while it's doing that, put in the milk. And it does a nice little swirl, look at that. Clearly a lot of caramel stuck at the bottom, isn't it? Let's get that up. There we go. And then we have it. Caramel iced, whatchamacallit. So yes, that's me done for coffee for today. I think that'll do me quite well. Two iced drinks. Cubes! Yes, indeed. The glass is a little teeny bit warm. I think I need to start decanting it into a different, like putting it into something first and then putting it into the glass, because it's a little bit warm. Or I could chill the glass first. That's another thing you could do, but you gotta be careful of that thermal shock. Of course, if you got like an espresso machine or something, then you just pour the espresso shot over the top of the ice. What they do in like Starbucks and whatnot, which is a very, it's a smaller amount of liquid, so it won't melt as much. But that's why, the ice sticks around and whatnot. There, they put a lot of ice in as well, so that's how it waters down.